He's not just the most feared man in the octagon. He's a symbol of dominance, redemption, and refined power. Jon Bones Jones didn't just rise to the top of the fight game. He redefined what black excellence looks like in combat and beyond. This is the story of a man who turned scandal into strategy and raw aggression into legacy. Welcome to the world of Jon Jones, where chaos meets control and luxury meets legend. Born 1987 in upstate New York to a pastor's family, Jon Jones had humble beginnings, but greatness was in his DNA. His brothers became NFL players. Jon, he chose the cage. At just 23, he became the youngest UFC champion in history. But while others chased belts, he built an empire. The early years were about more than just gold around his waist. It was about carving a place at the throne of combat sports. And from day one, he looked like he belonged there. Jones wasn't just winning, he was rewriting the playbook. With a reach like a serpent and a fight IQ like a chess grandmaster, he dominated legends like Lyoto Machida, Daniel Cormier, and Shogun Rua. But it wasn't just his skill that turned heads. He walked to the cage like a king, calm, calculated, unbothered. He became the Dark Prince of the UFC, untouchable, unpredictable, and undeniably elite. With career earnings exceeding $15 million from UFC purses and pay-per-view bonuses, plus endorsement deals with Gatorade, Monster Energy, and more, Jon Jones ranks among the top 5 highest-paid fighters in MMA history. But his wealth isn't loud. It's strategically placed. Jon Jones isn't just cashing checks. He's architecting an empire. Jones doesn't flaunt his wealth. He wears it like armor. It's not about showing off. It's about owning space. His life is a masterclass in discreet power, a quiet storm of luxury that only whispers to those who know how to listen. At the heart of his empire lies his private estate in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a sprawling compound tucked behind high walls, equipped with a custom-built gym that rivals elite training centers. It's not open to the public, not for attention. It's his sanctuary, a place where legends are carved in sweat and steel. The interior? Think masculine minimalism meets opulence. Marble countertops, dark wood, handcrafted art pieces, trophy cases that don't just hold belts, they hold history. His wardrobe is curated like a king's arsenal. Tailored Versace tracksuits, Balmain bombers, and limited edition Nike collabs sit alongside functional battle gear. Because when Jones trains, even luxury bends to his discipline. On his wrist, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore, chosen not for flash, but for presence. A Richard Mille tourbillon, skeletonized and complex, reflecting the man who wears it. Rolex Day Date, the president's choice, gleaming in white gold. Every piece is a statement. Time bows to no man, except maybe him. And when he moves through the city, he doesn't drive, he glides. Blacked-out bulletproof SUVs follow no traffic. They command the road. At the front of his personal fleet, a matte black Cadillac Escalade ESV, fully armored, with run-flat tires, thermal night vision, and military-grade bulletproofing. Not rented, not sponsored. Custom-built, because Jon Jones isn't just any athlete. He's a moving fortress. Then there's the Range Rover autobiography, a staple of refined aggression, upgraded with Kevlar-reinforced doors, biometric ignition locks, and interior panels wrapped in Alcantara and carbon fiber. The seats, cooled, massaging, and stitched with his initials. Rumors swirl of a Mercedes-Maybach GLS 600 in his collection. Sleek, silent, nearly invisible at night. Its champagne fridge untouched. Because Jon doesn't celebrate, he prepares. And for the rare public appearance, the beast awakens. A Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat, tuned beyond factory specs. A nod to his fighting alter ego. Growling through the streets like a lion off leash. But his garage isn't just horsepower. It's heritage. Whispers speak of a 1967 Chevrolet Impala, restored from frame to finish. A tribute to his roots. Classic muscle, reborn. A metaphor for Jon himself, shaped by struggle, polished by time, unstoppable on the road. Each vehicle isn't just a car, it's a message. Velocity with vigilance, muscle with mystique, and his greatest asset, his own training facility. Part fortress, part legacy project. It's the foundation for his next chapter as a coach, brand, and fight mogul in the making. He doesn't need security to make a statement. He is the security. And when Jon Jones enters a room, gym, gala, or global press event, there's a gravitational shift. No entourage, no chains, no gimmicks, just presence, calm, calculated, colossal. Because for Jon Jones, wealth isn't about excess. It's about dominance, quietly declared, permanently felt. His Instagram isn't for clout. It's curated dominance. Every post is deliberate. No oversharing, no flexing. Just shadows, steel, and control. A flash of a Rolex. A silhouette mid-fight. A quiet Bible verse beneath blood-stained wraps. He doesn't post to impress. He posts to remind you who runs the cage. But even kings fall. From failed drug tests to hit-and-run charges, Jones's life spiraled into chaos. Luxury cars wrecked. Courtrooms instead of press conferences. Headlines that could have ended anyone else. But Jon Jones was different. Each scandal threatened his empire. But every time, he returned stronger. Wiser. Sharper. He wasn't just surviving controversy. He was absorbing it. Like a fighter in the fifth round, he adjusted his stance, blocked the noise, and waited to strike again. This wasn't a fall from grace. It was a reset. After a 3-year silence, Jon Jones re-emerged, not to reclaim what was lost, but to take what was never his, the heavyweight throne. At UFC 285, he didn't just win. He made it look easy. A first-round submission against Cyril Gane silenced every doubt. Jon Jones didn't return to compete. He returned to remind the world who he is. Now crowned in 2 divisions, he stands as the embodiment of evolution. From prodigy to pariah to kingmaker. Jon Jones is more than a fighter. He's a blueprint. A man who turned pain into power. Who transformed public disgrace into private greatness. He doesn't attend parties. He is the event. He doesn't chase brands. Luxury follows him. He embodies what it means to be black excellence. Imperfect, relentless, unshakably dominant. For the black elite, Jones is a paradox, both legend and lesson. His story isn't clean, it's not polished, but it's real, and it's regal. In a world obsessed with image, Jon Jones remains raw. He's not your traditional role model, but he's the definition of resilience, reinvention, and royalty under pressure. He walks alone, not because he has to, but because no one else walks like him. This is Jon Jones, the undefeated spirit in a world that tried to break him. This is black luxury in combat form.